Hey, good morning, Grace family. It's me, Aaron Zapata. Today is Saturday, and I am so excited. Tomorrow is Easter. It's a day that we as a staff have been preparing for months, and we cannot wait to celebrate the resurrected King with you tomorrow. I hope that during this week you've spent some time watching our daily videos on Facebook as we've walked through the Holy Week with you. Today's my day to get to share with you what God has been teaching me, and I get to share with you about Holy Saturday. And so I want to read a scripture to you. It's out of Matthew 27, verses 62 through 66. It says, "The next day, the one after preparation day, the chief priests and the Pharisees went to Pilate. 'Sir,' they said, 'we remember that while he was still alive, that deceiver said, "After 3 days I will rise again." So give the order for the tomb to be made secure until the third day. Otherwise, his disciples may come and steal the body and tell the people that he has been raised from the dead. This last deception will be worse than the first.' 'Take a guard,' Pilate answered. 'Go make the tomb as secure as you know how.' So they went and made the tomb secure by putting a seal on the stone and posting the guard." You see, the scripture doesn't tell us a lot about Holy Saturday, other than a guard had been assigned by Pilate to watch Jesus' body so that the disciples wouldn't steal it and try to claim that Jesus rose from the grave, making all the prophecies come true. It's the only scripture in the Gospels that accounts for Holy Saturday. It's a day that Jesus' body rested in the tomb. As a church, we don't often draw a lot of attention to this day. We have Good Friday services where we reflect on the death of Jesus Christ on the cross. And then we wake up the next morning and instantly begin cleaning our houses and going to the grocery store and gathering supplies for our family meals, ironing our Easter Sunday outfits, and setting our alarms for church the next morning. Sunday morning comes and we worship with our loved ones the resurrected King. But from Friday to Sunday, we experience a realm of emotions from Holy Week. And we take time to really focus on Jesus' death and Jesus' resurrection. But we miss an important part of that. And in order for us to fully understand Jesus' death and resurrection, we must understand the significance of his burial and navigate the emotions that come with knowing that Jesus really died and what that means. On Holy Saturday, Jesus' body laid in a tomb. He didn't immediately ascend into heaven, but his body rested in an earthly grave. While the Gospels don't have a lot to say about what happened on this Saturday, other scriptures describe Jesus' descent into Sheol. It's a disembodied state of shadow existence, also known as Hades. It's just a different translation. It's important for us to recognize that Jesus tasted death. He died a fully human death, and then he defeated it. Well, I could go on and on about what people believe happened when Jesus was preparing for his ascension into heaven. Today, I want to focus on those that were left behind. Those that were left wishing that they had more answers, wondering if Jesus was even really dead, and those that were left to wait. I don't know about any of you, but I hate waiting. I come from a culture that is built on instant gratification. I love fast food. Order it, go through the drive-thru and head on out, not waiting for it to come out. I also love on the Sam's Scan and Go app. You just scan your groceries, put them in your cart, and then head off out the door. No waiting in lines. I hate waiting in lines. Growing up getting into my adulthood, I remember waiting so impatiently to get married. I couldn't wait to know who my wife was going to be. And then after Julie and I got married, I entered that season of waiting to become a dad. I could not wait to have children. I thought at that point that after I'd been given those things that I had mastered waiting, but the truth is something else would come up and I would have something else to wait for. It's a constant struggle and battle for me. This is why I can't even begin to imagine what Jesus' followers were going through on Holy Saturday. Saturday was also a Sabbath day, which means it was a day for rest. The followers of Jesus couldn't do anything but rest and wait. We, as followers of Jesus today, are blessed because we know the ending. We knew, going into this week in Holy Week, yesterday, Good Friday, that although Jesus died on a cross, we knew that Sunday was coming. But his disciples, all they had was Jesus' words and his promises that he would rise from the dead. But they're sitting outside of this tomb waiting, resting and waiting for answers. 2020 was a really hard year for many of us. I'm not sure what struggles you went through or what battles you faced or what valleys you might even find yourself in today. But there's a lot that we can learn from the disciples on Holy Saturday. They rested and they waited because they had Jesus' words as promises. We too have Jesus' words as promises for us in our valleys, in our dark times, and our trials. We know that God sent Jesus to die on the cross and to raise on the third day from the grave. We have those promises. So whatever your struggles are today, whatever they've been this year, I would encourage you to look at what the disciples did on Holy Saturday and rest and wait for God to defeat death in your life. We are so pumped about Sunday. We have 2 identical services for you to worship with us, one at 9, one at 10:30. We can't wait to see you at one of those. Stop by, grab some coffee, fellowship with one another. We have a photo booth for you, an opportunity for you to take a picture with your family and your loved ones out by our new Kidmin space. Stop by there, get your picture taken, and just enjoy a morning of worship as we celebrate a God that has defeated death. As you go into your Holy Saturday today, I would just encourage you to do this. Rest and wait. Sunday is coming. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Love you all.